What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, your favorite host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and I have come to guide you step by step through the unforgiving land of Boletaria. So, as you guys know, this is the spiritual ancestor to Dark Souls. This came first. I did play this game before Dark Souls, and it's kind of funny that I'm doing it second. I did Dark Souls first, but then again, that's my channel name. Landslide vote came to Demon Souls after I finished Dragon's Dogma. This is what everybody wanted. So, I have come here to give you the expert walkthrough for Demon Souls. So, I typically go with a female character when I play Demon Souls, because the female character has access to more female-only armors than the male characters. So, yeah, I'm definitely going with a female character because a lot of my widely preferred armor sets are female-based in this game. So, I cannot stand the way her face looks, so we're going to have to work with this a little bit. I'll just choose something random and then do what I want to it. Okay, so, this game, I do love this game. It is absolutely excellent. I'm not gonna lie, I was really excited to start this game for you guys because I haven't touched it in years. It has been so long since I played this game, and it's going to be nice to kind of get back into the swing of things. If it can give me at least half normal face, I mean, is that so much to ask for? Jeez, come on now. These are absolutely terrible. I need something that is like half normal. Come on. I'm not asking for pretty. Come on. I just want, like, semi-average. God, this game, its random face generator is so strange. This could take anywhere from 60 seconds to 3 hours, knowing this game. Hopefully we'll run into something good in a reasonable amount of time, because I am really weird about character creation. You guys have seen that now. I get very particular in how I want to create my character, which it really doesn't matter in this game, because you're not going to really see your face that often, but we're going to see it enough so that it'll bother me if she's ugly. So yes, I do have to do this, unfortunately. It's kind of ridiculous how it's refusing to give me something that looks just remotely human, like that. There we go. That. Now we need to make some details. So, I do not like her eyes. They look really weird. I don't want her eyes to be huge. Let's see. We need eyeliner. That's interesting. No, you know what? We're just going with another random face, because that one looks just too damn ugly. This one isn't terrible. I can work with that. Let's see what I can do with this. Eyes are too big. We need to do something about that. They're too far apart. She looked like Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy with the eyes so far apart like that. Let's see. There we go. Let's see, we'll give her just like dark eyes, a very dark base. Okay, now we need to do something about that billboard of a nose. After we mess with this a little bit. There we go. We'll give her some mild eyeliner, and her eyeshadow will be mild. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now it's nose time. I don't mean to spend very much time on this. So, this isn't going to take very long, I promise. You just gotta give her kind of a cute nose. There we go. I mean, can a nose even be cute? That's the question. Okay, her cheeks are kind of manly, so... yeah, we gotta do something about those. That's fine. Now, how about this? I suppose that's okay. Now her jaw is kind of messed up, so... let's see what we can do about that. No, not her chin. I need her jaw. Come on now. Let's see, width. There we go. I just don't want it to be huge. And... there we go. Now her face isn't all awkward. Mission accomplished. Sort of. I don't know, we still need to mess with it just a little bit. Man, I can't tell what's wrong with her. It has something to do with her cheeks. Maybe they're like... I can't tell. It has something to do with her cheeks. They're like... shit. I'm getting... there we go. That's what was awkward. Okay. Now we just have to change her ugly hair. I typically go with this style right here. And for her coloring, well, 1, 2. Alright, that'll work. I just go with basically a darker blonde version of what she's got. So, yeah, she doesn't look so bad. Okay. Now for the class, most of you probably are going to be very familiar with Demon Souls beforehand, before watching this video. So I'll just go for a brief overview. Since this is an expert walkthrough, I'm going to treat this walkthrough as if the people watching have never played this game. So, the soldier is essentially going to be your warrior class. Very balanced strength and dexterity, high vitality and endurance, and just, minimal magic and intelligence. Has more faith and luck than those. So this class is going to be more suited for weapon usage and being able to move agilely. The knight class is heavier. You start off with more strength and faith. Those are going to be your strong suits, but you do have balanced intelligence, endurance, dexterity, and magic. You just have no luck. And your vitality is lower than that of the soldier. Now the hunter starts off with high endurance and dexterity. Those are your strong suits, but you also have very good vitality and luck. So this class is going to be ranged, but up close is not exactly a good idea with this class either. He's going to hurt you. The priest starts off with higher strength and faith because you are going to want to use blunt weapons and faith enchantments or, blessed weapons essentially with this class. You also start off with high vitality, and you have decent endurance as well, so you can move and you can you can take some damage. The Magician starts off with incredibly low vitality and strength, so you're going to have to be very cautious with this class, but you start out with very high magic and intelligence. So, you have ranged magic in the beginning of the game, and you are able to dish out a lot of magic damage. You can take down enemies in one hit before they can even get close to you. That's the perk to this class. The Wanderer class starts out with high dexterity and luck, so you are essentially going to be very fast on your feet, and you're going to deal quick amounts of damage with the scimitar that you have right there, or the falchion, I believe that is. So the Wanderer is just a very fast class that deals good damage. The Barbarian is essentially like a jack of all trades, you could say. It starts out at the highest soul level, just like in Dark Souls, but you have spread out stats. You start out with higher vitality and strength, so that you can deal better damage in the beginning of the game, because that's what this class is rounded for. This class is essentially designed so that you survive better in the beginning of the game, as opposed to late game stats. The Thief starts out with very high dexterity and luck, so this class is meant to deal very quick punishing blows up close, and you can also deal very good ranged damage with bows using this class. You have medium endurance and vitality. It's higher than that of the Magician, or the or the Royalty for sure. But you do start out with a decent amount of intelligence, and you start out with a base of 10 magic, so this class has potential for Battle Mage. The Temple Knight is going to be your tanky type class. You start out with great strength and dexterity, so you can use a wide range of weapons in the beginning of the game, but you also start out with really high endurance and faith, so you can go towards the faith tank direction with this class if you want. And starting out with a really good amount of endurance gives you the ability to equip heavier equipment, and you also have more stamina. So that is the perk to this class. I'm going with the Royalty class because this class starts out with the best equipment. You have great intelligence and dexterity, and your magic starts off at 13, as well as your faith at 12. This class has very, very low vitality, endurance, and strength, which is a problem, and your luck is terrible too, but this class starts out with a very good amount of tools and abilities to take down just about anything. So this is the class that I am going with.
King Allant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valarfax of the royal Twin Fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Allant had aroused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls also lose their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valarfax spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force, and the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors were drawn to the accursed land, but none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief, Sage Urbane, Skurver the Wanderer, the Sixth Saint Astraea and her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you. So that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
Alright guys, so this is the tutorial for Demon Souls. Now all of those characters that the woman's voice was going on about in the beginning of that, or at the end of that cutscene, those are all players, well, characters that you will meet in the game. They are spread out across Boletaria. So she did say that they have never returned, but we are going to meet each and every single one of them on our journey. So they are not lost. Now these first set of enemies in the tutorial, they do not attack you. So you can lock onto them, and they are essentially in battle mode, but you can do whatever you want. They're not going to attack you. They're dumb. Now, the reason I wanted to start out with this class is because let's look through our equipment real quick. We do have the Half Moon Grass and the Royal Lotus in the beginning. That's with any character. But you start out with Rapier, which is a very, very good weapon. It has high dex scaling. Well, not high dex scaling, but it has dex scaling, we'll say that. And it is an underrated weapon. You can turtle stab with this weapon, which is very useful in the beginning of the game. But it gives us the Silver Catalyst, which is it increases the maximum MP that you have, which is great. It gives us a buckler, which blocks 90% damage reduction, which is excellent in the beginning of the game. 90% is close enough to 100% to be useful. And it gives us the Silver Coronet, which it increases our maximum MP just like our Catalyst. And the Wizard Clothes are very light and have good resistance. And it also gives us the Fragrant Ring. It recovers MP a little at a time. That's awesome. So as you can see, when we switch to our Catalyst, our MP bar goes up a little bit. And from the work of our Fragrant Ring, you can see it up there. Slowly but surely, our MP regenerates a little bit at a time, which is really nice. So, they did give us Soul Arrow and a Catalyst in the beginning of the game. We have ranged magic, as well as a very high critical damage weapon. This is a great class to start out with. You just have no health is the problem. So this is the second set of enemies. These guys will attack you. You can take these guys down in just a couple hits. They are incredibly weak, just like any other tutorial monster. But they do come in numbers at you, like this. They hit incredibly slow. They're super predictable. There really isn't a whole lot to these Dreglings. A couple hits and they're down. Okay, there should be another one up here. Yep, there he is. He comes right out of the dark. And 2 souls apiece. They're kind of cheap. got some crescent moongrass. I highly recommend you use the crescent moongrass first. It heals less HP and is more useful in the beginning of the game when you have very low vitality. Because the half moon grass will heal you a lot further, so you don't want to waste that in the beginning of the game. Now these enemies that you come to in this courtyard are much more, they are twice as aggressive as the other ones. Oh. Jumped right past me. Okay, I'm not sure where my audio is at. Wait, is there a guy? Okay, yeah, there's a guy. I want to make sure he doesn't attack me while I'm configuring this. So, okay, never mind. My audio is fine. We're good. Oh, come on. That was a perfect time to parry. They do that flail thing, just like in Dark Souls. It's kind of annoying. Okay, and touching this archstone will take you to the second area of the tutorial. Now, going to the second area of the tutorial, there will be more aggressive enemies, and they will be smarter as well. You're going to be fighting soldiers now, instead of draglings. Now, these guys are tougher, smarter, and they have more health. They do more damage, too. Oh, come on. There we go. Timing is a little bit different in this game, but you are more likely to get partial parries in this game than in Dark Souls. It is much easier. So the risk isn't necessarily as high. Got another soldier over here. Come on. Ugh, it's because of the direction he's attacking me. I'm just gonna munch through my crescent grass, since I'm going to be using plenty of it later. These knights are essentially the equivalent of Black Knights in Dark Souls. Their attacks are incredibly predictable and tedious, so these guys are the ones that are even harder. If I can do it. Now their shield is really good. I do intend to get the knight shield later in the game. It's a very good shield. Now this guy right here, you are supposed to guard break him. They are teaching you that enemies know how to use shields and defend themselves in this game. He will attack you if he comes close like that, but he essentially sits there with his shield up. So you're supposed to two-hand your weapon and break his guard. That's the that is the purpose of this guy. Now you can stagger these guys really easily. They don't have poise like Black Knights do. The Black Knights, you can smack them all you want and it's not going to do squat because they have all that poise, right? Not these guys. These guys, you can make them stagger as much as you want. But this guy wants to sit here with his shield up. So we're gonna do this. Ah! He's not gonna let me backstab him. There we go. I just need to get rid of him. Okay. Now there's more grass right here, and then there's also a soul item sitting up here if I remember correctly, but there is an archer sitting there. Ranged attacks. This guy, you can just roll the arrow or you can block it. Doesn't matter. He dies in a couple pokes. He always drops 3 crescent moon grass. And then soul item right there, just like I said. Now this is interesting. There's like blood on the ground, and there's a fire in there, boiling whatever this is. I imagine this is like blood and flesh and skin or whatever. It's like some kind of human stew is what it looks like. That's what I've always thought it was. I have no idea why they're eating it. That's cannibalism. But, I mean, whatever, right? We've got another archer right here. Ow. Well, I blocked it anyway. I'm being lazy right now. I'm not... No! was supposed to examine the corpse. Alright, he gave us more crescent moon grass. That's nice. Munch that down. You can get over here. There's no purpose behind it. There's not an item or anything. That guy will fall when he follows you, which is pretty funny. He only aggroed because I went through the fog gate. Where'd you go? Get over here. Now, you can kind of push your enemies back a little bit when you parry them in this game. So, by force of habit, I kind of walk forward every time I parry an enemy just to be safe because I don't want to miss the riposte. You want to go down here first, but watch your back because that guy would essentially be attacking you right now, the guy I just killed. But seeing as how I went through the fog gate on accident and aggroed him first, he did not. So watch your back on that part before you go get that grass. Now right here we have officially reached the end of the tutorial. This is the boss. He's called the Vanguard. You can see him through there, his 3 glowing eyes and his giant axe. I have not played this game in a number of years, so I'm probably going to die against him. I'm going to try to use ranged magic. Get behind him first. I don't recommend locking on either. Bad idea. I keep locking on by reflex though. Behind him. Locking on by reflex because I'm using ranged attacks, which that's okay. Really need to watch out where you're going. The objective is to stay behind him, and if you can get him to fly, that's a lot better. When he flies in the air and does the butt slam, that is free attacks. But yeah, just kind of hug him like this. Like, don't go right up on his ass, but just hug him so that he does that. That's free attacks right there. This is making me really nervous. I haven't done this in so long. Yeah, keep doing that. Keep doing the bus landing. Don't kill me. Making me really nervous. He's gonna kill me in one hit. My vitality is way too low to handle any kind of attack from this guy. Absolutely nothing he does I will be able to survive. It is 100% impossible. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? I still got him. Now when he gets near a wall, that's when it gets bad. You want to seriously watch out when he gets near walls. Now we see an NPC phantom using arrows against him. But once you get like maximum distance between him like this, you can finish him off in range if you have ranged attacks. The melee way to finish him off would be to just simply hug behind him and keep attacking, stop attacking when he attacks. Just, you know, like the Asylum Demon in Dark Souls. Same concept. So, we got the Grey Demon's Soul, which is a really good soul item. And when you touch this Archstone, it will reward you for defeating the tutorial boss. See, now, FromSoft, they like to reward players for their effort and their valor. So, if you defeat the tutorial boss, you are rewarded. You are able to touch this Archstone, and you get to warp to a secret area that you would otherwise not be able to access if you had been defeated. If you're defeated by the tutorial boss, it takes you straight to the Nexus, which is essentially the only safe place in the game. Kind of like Fireman's Shrine. Seeing as how we defeated the tutorial boss, we get to go to this secret area, and we get some special loot for that. Let's see, make sure you check your surroundings. That is the Dragon God. You cannot fight him right now, no matter how hard you try. Let's see, we got some full moon grass. That's a really good curative. What else do we got? More full moon grass. Getting good curatives. That's what I like. Now here's where all the good loot is. More full moon grass. Shard of Hardstone. There we go. That's an upgrade item. Shard of Hardstone. Or was that Sharpstone? What was that? Yeah, that was Sharpstone. Nice. Renowned Soldier's Soul. Renowned Soldier's Soul. And a Renowned Soldier's Soul. Those are good soul currency items. I think it's really cool how these bodies are just kind of littered across the ground. They tried to fight the Dragon God, but they failed. Now, do you see that? He's got his fist cocked back like that because as soon as you walk out here, he's literally going to punch you in the face so hard it literally kills you in one hit. This is the only way to end this part of the video. You cannot fight him right now, no matter how hard you try. So as soon as you walk out here, just enjoy the cutscene.
From its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not exit the Nexus, but each of the 5 archstones will connect it.
You have died, and the Nexus has trapped your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. However, by capturing demon souls, you can reclaim your physical body. And that we shall. We got the Nexial Binding. That will return us to the Nexus when we use that. Now, the cool thing about dying right there to the Dragon God is we did not lose that 700 souls that we collected. So, we want those. This is the Crestfallen Knight.
Well, you slipped through the fissure too, did you? You came for demon souls? Or to save this land and be remembered as a hero? Hunting for demons? Try one of the archstones. Now go. That is why you came, is it not? To this accursed Boletaria.
Alright, so that is essentially the objective of the game now. We are to travel to the Archstones and collect demon souls. There are 5 of them. The Archstone of the Small King that leads to the Boletarian Palace. This is the only one that we can access right now. We cannot go to any of the other 4 Archstones because we have to complete the first section of the first Archstone before we do. Before we go and start with the action, I'm going to introduce you guys to all the NPCs.
I'm Stockpile Thomas. When the Scourge came, I didn't know what hit me. When I came to, I found myself here, in the Nexus. My wife and daughter fell victim to the demons. But I would be worthless in battle. At the very least, I hope to lend my assistance to you brave slayers of demons. I would be happy to lighten your load and look after any excess baggage.
Okay, so he is, you know, a stockpile. You can give him all of your stuff. I'm going to deposit my upgrade stones because this game has something that is different than Dark Souls. It is something that is called an item burden, not just an equip burden. You can see it right there in the bottom right. So there is a limit to the amount of stuff you can carry. We're going to have to watch that.
Your goods are safe and sound with me. Best of luck to you.
Okay.
Best of luck to you.
This is Ed, the blacksmith.
You new here? Do you hear from our services? The name's Baldwin. Just an ordinary blacksmith. It's simple. Just bring me all the souls you can. In trade, I'll give you weapons, or forge ones you already have. With your souls, I can eke out a living. And with my weapons, you can go on living. Not a bad deal, huh?
Okay, I always get them mixed up. That is Baldwin, not Ed. Ed is his twin brother, located in a different part of the game. We need him. But, yeah, he's just like any other blacksmith in the game. He can upgrade, repair, and you can buy things from him. The fresh spice, I'm not going to be needing that. But I am going to be using magic, for sure. The heater shield is what I want. We'll be getting that. I do need 11 strength for that, though. Gonna have to invest in that later.
No interest, eh? I can tell you're not gonna last long here.
Yeah, he's not very friendly. Okay, now over here, you are going to find a woman.
Oh my. How has this happened? Has God abandoned us for failing to show proper respect to King Alant? Oh, Mbasa.
Okay, she's a follower of the faith. See, there's nobody over here right now. And that's the faith area. Over here, you're going to find the intelligence area, where they're NPCs who can give you sorceries, but they are not here just yet. For them to appear, we are going to have to go finish Boletaria 1-1, but we're actually going to save that for the next video. This one is kind of short, but I just wanted to get through the tutorial and show you guys the progression that I'm going to be taking this character. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next part of Demon Souls.